Russia's long previewed invasion of Ukraine has begun, and so too has our response. Today, the President responded swiftly and in lockstep with allies and partners. The speed and coordination was historic. In previous sanctions regimes, it took weeks and months to mount a decisive response. This time, we announced our first tranche of sanctions in less than a day, and in lockstep with allies and partners in the European Union, the United Kingdom, Canada, Japan, and Australia. Let me say a few words about the details of the package. First, hello. There's no easy segue from that. Close your ears. First, after consultations overnight with Germany, Russia's NordStream2 natural gas pipeline will not become operational. That's an $11 billion investment in a prized gas pipeline controlled by Russia that will now go to waste, and it sacrifices what would have been a cash cow for Russia's coffers. But it's not just about the money. This decision will relieve Russia's geostrategic chokehold over Europe through its supply of gas, and it's a major turning point in the world's energy independence from Russia. Second, we've demonstrated the potency of our financial sanctions. And make no mistake, this is only the sharp edge of the pain we can inflict. In lockstep with our allies, we're fully blocking from the global financial system the fifth largest Russian financial institution, VEB. This is a glorified piggy bank for the Kremlin that holds more than $50 billion in assets. We're also fully blocking Promvaya's bank. This is a bank that holds $35 billion in assets that finances the activities of the Russian military. In plain English, full block means these banks can no longer make any transactions with the US, nor with Europe, as Europe matched our actions, and their assets in our respective financial systems will be frozen. And let me be totally clear, no Russian financial institution is safe if the invasion proceeds. We are ready to press a button to take action on the two largest Russian financial institutions, which collectively hold almost $750 billion in assets, or more than half of the total in the Russian banking system. Third, together with our allies, we've also cut off the Russian government, the Russian central bank, and Russian sovereign wealth funds from new financing from the US and Europe. The Kremlin can no longer raise money from the US or Europe, and its new debt can no longer trade on US or European financial markets. Fourth, we've fully sanctioned a group of Russian elites and their family members. These individuals share in the corrupt gains of the Kremlin, and they will now share in the pain. Other Russian elites and their family members are now on notice that additional actions could be taken on them as well. I also want to take a minute to address a key part of the President's speech on energy markets. We were deliberate to direct the pain of our sanctions towards the Russian economy, not ours. None of our measures are designed to disrupt the flow of energy to global markets, and we are now executing a plan in coordination with major oil producers and major oil consumers to secure the stability of global energy supplies. Let me just end where I started. This was the beginning of an invasion, and this is the beginning of our response. The actions we took today were only the first tranche. If Putin escalates further, we will escalate further, using financial sanctions and export controls, which we've yet to unveil, but which are fully prepared to implement with allies and partners across the world. Lastly, make no mistake, our response goes well beyond sanctions and export controls. We're continuing to fortify NATO's eastern flank to reinforce a sacred Article 5 commitment to defend every inch of NATO territory. Just today, the President announced that additional troops and equipment will be shifted within Europe to the Baltics. We'll continue to provide defensive assistance to Ukraine. Already over the past year, we provided $650 billion to this effect, the most of any year. And we'll continue to work with allies and partners to provide economic assistance to Ukraine. With the idea being we want to create a successful alternative in Ukraine to Russian-style kleptocracy, which may be Putin's greatest fear of all.
Josh?
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Can you speak